the word on the street is, what are you looking at this week? What do you like? And so your pick of the week this week is a name that I'm not too familiar with. I had to go over here and Google it, but NOV Inc., ticker symbol NOV, which is an oil and gas drilling production operator, oil field service, supply chain, something in the oil space. So what do you know?
Boring.
What do you like?
So, you know, swing trade's great, and there's so many of them popping, but I'm still, you know, conservative me, person who wants to make sure I still have the income coming in. I'm still looking and having a portion of my portfolio, in fact, a bigger portion than even last week, in premium selling positions. And the sectors that I'm kind of focusing on is things related with the energy, and even some of the old technologies like the oil, that doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon. And then also financials. So NOV is supporting kind of the whole oil drilling and all of that kind of technology. And you can see by looking at their chart, boring, right? Sideways channeling. And that's what us premium sellers love, right? This is like the you know the symbols that are going to continue to put the meals on our table as we take a portion of our portfolio and go after the high flyers, right? So keep the income coming in. And this is in this sideways channeling pattern. It's cheap, it's inexpensive. If we take a look at the options chain, and I like using our options lookup tool that anybody can get access to. So if I go ahead and take a look at NOV, maybe look at a couple of extra strike prices, um, throw that in there. There it is. And I take a look, for instance, at January or February options, you'll notice that they trade every dollar. So you've got the granularity to be able to put your strategies into place. And they've got pretty good liquidity. So the option chain is there for us. It's sideways channeling. It's been trying to find a top, but every time it finds a top, we don't get the follow through signal. So we're waiting. We may get it. I already see that we're getting an end of day signal today. In fact, I'm going to switch over for this type of trading. I'm going to go back to my fast MACD. So I'm waiting for another one of these magenta signals. Maybe I'll get it today at the end of today, but I'm waiting for that top to come. If I get that top, one thing I notice, here's a caveat with NOV, and that is they don't really have options far enough out for us to have option substitutes. So you're going to have to use the stock, and this thing's cheap enough that that's not a problem, right? It's not going to break your bank. So you're either going to short some stock or you're going to go long some stock. When you're at a top, you're going to want to short some stock if you've got a margin account to do that. Otherwise, if you're dealing with a strictly cash account, then you're just going to wait and you're going to keep this on your hot list until it forms a bottom. But I'm waiting for that top to form, SIP, so that I can short some of this stock. And then every time it swings down between 11 and $12, I'll sell put premium, I'll buy protective calls, and I'll be just in Fat City. But that's kind of what I'm doing right now. If you're already in a position, this is the time when you're looking for a top that you're going to want to be selling calls and buying puts. When you're at a bottom, what you're trying to do is sell puts, buy calls. So that's, this is one of those stocks that's just going to keep paying month in and month out as we, take a portion of our portfolio and pursue some of those directional trades. So I can't emphasize enough that you need to have your money makers working in the background, and NOV is one of those tickers.